glad to know you're still on to Flow 94.9 FM, and apologies for starting the program Ben Kalu'S mandate a little bit behind schedule. But right now, we are joining the lawmaker representing the good people of Bende Federal Constituency online virtually, and he's going to be dishing out a lot of all of the things that he has been involved in the past week. A very good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. Happy to be here. And yes, sir, we are starting a little late. A lot of national engagement kept us on our toes this early morning. But this day cannot go by without us saying hello to the people of Bende, as well as my great people of Abia,
of course,
state and Nigerians at large. I'm happy to be here. Let's make good use of the next 30 minutes.
Okay.
It promises to be exciting and quite informative. Isn't that the purpose of public engagement?
Of course.
I think that is what it is. I am Benjamin Okezie Kalu, and I represent the good people of Nigeria, starting from Bende Federal Constituency. I'm happy to be here.
All right, you're welcome, sir. My name is Choma Unkwanta Ezengwa. Let's get straight to it. Let's go first of all to the issue of ASU strike. It is lingering, it's still on, but we hear that ASU is planning to meet with the federal government today. What is the House of Reps doing about the situation? It's getting too long.
There's been a lot of interventions, like I've mentioned previously in this program and other programs. The leadership of the House has shown a lot of interest, a lot of concern that most of our beautiful minds, the eggheads, are rusting away at home. And also our youthful population, as you know, we are about 70% youth in our population. Some of them are in school, and it's happening to see these young ones study for a while, go home for a while, come back, and trying to reconnect, with what they studied before, affects the flow of the intellectual wavelength that is expected in some of the professional courses they are studying. Mm-hmm. These breaks, they are not healthy. They are underdeveloping our youthful population, and it is not good for our development as a nation. So we should see and ASU strike. We should look at the ripple effect of this on the various families. Some of these kids are redundant, and an idle mind, they say, is the devil's workshop, and they need to get back to school. And I took time yesterday to go through some of the requests of ASU, and I noticed that it's not just about the money. It's about autonomy. They want to be autonomous so that they can, even hire the best hand to give quality education to the children. And they can hire from anywhere without passing through the head of service. And I think it's a good call. It's a good call. If we are saying that we are not in support of education tourism, we have trillions of naira spent outside the country that's supposed to stay in the country spend outside the country in pursuit of quality education to countries like Cotonou, countries like Ghana, countries like South Africa. And some of these ones, we are bigger than them. And that is the truth. It's just that we need to put our efforts towards the right direction. I am believing that the meeting of ASUS with the federal government today will yield a positive result. It should not be politicized. It should not, those who are agitating, they will join ASU to cause problem in the country, or let it be like a labor issue, or use it to say, don't vote for this party. The academics should be, it's a sector that should be, eliminated from political wranglings and acrimonies in the country. That way, they will have an unbiased assessment and training and learning and perspective when the opinion is sought after. If they jump into the political, ring, it will affect the credibility, the strength of the credibility we attach to those in academics. So this is my call to them. Remain focused in this your call. It is the right call, and they are going to be granted. if not completely, at least reasonably, and do not support anything that will criticize your efforts to clean up the university system in Nigeria.
All right. Okay, fantastic. Away from education now, let's move on to politics. But from coming September, campaigns will begin, and political candidates of various parties will start to tell us all the things that they have in stock for us. What's your take on issue-based campaign?
If you listen recently, you will hear a lot of candidates saying, I want my campaign to be issue-based. I want my campaign to be issue-based. And the other one will concur and say, I want my campaign to be issue-based. I think it started from Tinubu saying that I want an issue-based campaign. And Peter Obi also concurred and said, I am in support of Tinubu. They can attest to it. These were this kind of stories that was used to market certain individuals in those days. But there has been a shift. This shift, some are positive shift, some we also shifted negatively. And the negative side is my concern.
Okay.
To the fact that it is all about destructive campaign. Destructive campaign strategies have been adopted, by opponents to tarnish image of politicians. And this phenomenon is taking a dangerous dimension and must be avoided because it is distorting the truth about a person, by leaving the information and issues, that the electorate are interested in and focusing on the attributes of the person, and if we do this, we are going to end up destroying the structure of our political democracy.
Yeah.
What then should be a campaign? What should a campaign look like?
Okay.
Campaign should be informative. Campaign should be there to seek to promote general awareness among electorate. And this information is more important to the electorate in making their decision than the character assassination of a candidate. So you give me two campaign structures. One is busy attacking the personality of an individual. The other one is busy showcasing the questions that they are in the minds of the electorate. Which one do you think the electorate will choose? They will choose the one that addresses their question. And what are those questions that the campaign should be able to address? There are three basic questions that must be addressed by any good campaign. And one of those questions is, who is this candidate? Number two is, what is he coming to do? That is the second question. The third question is, what has he done before now? Any campaign that is not able to answer these three cardinal questions of who is the candidate, what is he coming to do, and what has he done before now has failed. It means that you have entered into the terrain that the people are not interested. People are more interested these days on image making. Image making is good, but addressing issues is better for the constituents to process their decision.
Okay.
Image making is what will help you image make yourself, and then you push the agenda of pull him down campaign syndrome. And this recently has been seen as ravaging the political space. That today the stakeholders are investing more money into image making, packaging themselves. And also on the other hand, character assassination, instead of addressing the issues. It ought not to be so. We all should be mindful as people from Abia State, from Nigeria, from Bende. We should be mindful of who we are selling to the people. Be careful who you are selling to the people.
Yeah.
Who is this person? What is this person coming to do? What has this person done before? These are the three questions you must ask. Let me repeat. Who is this candidate?
Okay.
What is he coming to do? What has he done before? He should be able to answer what he has done before or what he's coming to do, especially through his manifesto. Because the manifesto must address issues. And in addressing issues vary from constituency to constituency, from state to state, What are the issues in Ogun State may not be the issues in Lagos State, even though they are close to each other. What is the issue in Abia State may not be the issue in Anambra State, though they are from the same region. You must be able to do your proper needs analysis to know a unique issue of your own place that you are coming to lead, and be able through your manifesto profile solutions to those issues.
Okay.
Now, there are general issues and there are specific issues. If you come to Nigeria now, we can say all the issues in Nigeria is our general issue. But the issues of Ben, the federal constituency, is different from issues of Umuahia federal constituency. I must be able to know the roads in Ben, the federal constituency, the pains of the market people. I must be able to know that currently the road I'm building in the Umuimenimba, at a particular place, water is flooding there. What do we do about it? How are we intervening? I was able to know that the farms need this road to go in to bring out their product. In all clamor for issue-based campaign, there are certain things we ought to be looking at. When you look at the candidates presenting themselves for presidential election, one of them should be energy independence. What are we going to do? We are an oil-producing nation, but we are not an energy generating nation. What are we going to do about importation of oil? How are we going to handle oil subsidy? How are we going to sustain it or remove it? What are the consequences? How will APC address this in campaign, my party? How will PDP, that projected it during their time, address this during their campaign? How will P2B, who is of the Labour Party, the comrades are in support of subsidy, how is he going to, dialogue this nationally? And how would the comrades see him on this issue?
Okay.
When is Nigeria going to diversify into energy supply base? Diversify our energy supply base. We are depending on, the electricity that is coming from fossil. When are we going to look beyond this fossil fuel that we have, that the whole world is clamoring for a transition into alternative sources of energy? What kind of energy policy, plan are you going to present to Nigerians? What will policy on solar energy do positively for our nation, considering the fact that we are well positioned in the equator? When you look at the equator, you see that Nigeria is well positioned. How do we leverage this solar energy? Why do we leverage our position along the Atlantic coast? We have a deep sea, the greatest seas that passes through where we are. Why are we looking at hydro energy? What are we using our strategic position to do? Many will cry out and say, we have the Mambila power project. But is it enough?
Okay.
These are the kind of things Nigerians want to hear. What are we going to do about becoming a productive economy? If all we do is to depend on, a mono economy that is just based on oil, how are we going to diversify it so that other things will spring up?
Okay.
When we talk about environmental insecurity, what will be the policy of your government to make sure that global warming that is here today is not going to have a serious impact on food security? It's not going to have a serious impact on demographic shift. And all those, these are the kind of intelligent things that we need to hear from the people. When you talk about the economy, tell us about the debt profile of the nation. Tell us what you're going to do about managing this debt profile. Is it going to stop at managing, or are you going to advance the country in the midst of the debt through a sound debt management skill? These are some of the things that if we start hearing it from the people telling us about the oil theft in Nigeria, how are we going to stop oil theft to increase our source of revenue for the country now that oil is above $100 per barrel? What are we benefiting from it, especially the Ukraine war that is going on? This is the time for us. The infrastructure, we have done well so much, but is it enough? The citadel of learning, our universities, are they equal to what we can boast of comparatively speaking? What of our medical infrastructure, the health tourism that is happening in the country? What are we doing about it to make sure that our money stays back here? And How are we going to end the ASO strike if it spills into after the election? These are the kind of things. Security, what are you doing about security? What intervention are you going to bring on board to make sure that it goes beyond memorizing statistics and data and reeling them out to Nigerians into profiling serious, viable, practicable solutions that will help us feel safer? These are the kind of things that we want to hear from those who want to be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Tell us how local content is going to go beyond oil and gas and enter into other sectors of the country. Tell us how you're going to encourage all the local companies that are manufacturing so that our export will increase beyond our import, so that we can raise more. These are the kind of intelligent questions that we need to see in the campaign. Not your mother is black, your father is purple, or your clothes is brown and your hair is dyed. These are not the things that Nigerians need to hear. We need to hear issues that affect us, and it is only the person that have done critical needs analysis that is able to answer this relevant question. Remember, every campaign must have this. Who is this person? What is he coming to do? What has he done before? Tell us your track record so that we can judge you very well and build confidence.
Tell us your track record so that we can judge you and build confidence. That is coming from the member representing Bende Federal Constituency, talking about Honorable Benjamin Kalu. Now we're going to move away from politics and we'll come back to you. We learned that there has been an arrest of Honorable Harrison Owak, who allegedly blackmailed you. Please, can you tell us how the investigation is going?
Yeah, thank you very much. You know, last time I was on this program, somebody asked, how have we handled this issue? Has it been settled out of court? And I said, no, I can't settle such thing like that without it taking the whole 9 years of the law. If you offended the law must take its full course. There have been a lot of intervention from left, right, and center, but it was my image that was damaged. It wasn't anybody's image that was damaged. It was my family that was called out. It was the pictures of my family, pictures of my wife and my children. It was about me that they tried to damage. So now telling me to come through back door and settle, I don't think it is wise. I don't think it is fair. So the police, and I thank the IG of police, you know, the police had gone out and for 3 weeks they looked for him. He was dodging until they picked him up. They picked him up and he has made his statement. He has implicated 1 or 2 persons. That is their own problem. All I want is for justice to be done. I am not going to dictate for the police how to get the job done. My only job is to make sure that truth is revealed. And where there is no truth, necessary apologies will be given and retractions will be made. And as well as if that is not done, it goes through the court and somebody will go to jail for it. 1 or 2 persons will stand for it. So you just say it's not something that we should be bothering ourselves with when we have this program. We have more important things to talk about for Ben the people and Abia people than talking about my personal fight with those who gang up to see how they can. That's what I'm talking about, pull him down syndrome. It is ravaging the political space. Election is just few months back. People are throwing up things that are non-existent just to pull a man. Yeah, I said no matter how tall truth grow or lies grow, truth will always be taller. So we should not waste our time on this kind of issue. I suggest that we focus on what is most important. We are handling it, the lawyers are handling it, and the lawyers handling it, they are competent hand. Professor Juku of former head of law school in Enugu. He's from Isukwado. He's an SN. He says all hands on the job and he's doing a decent job quietly. So let's move on, please.
All right, moving on. August is known for homecoming, most especially down here in the Southeast. We want to know if you have plans of interfacing with your people, members of your constituency during this period, the month of August.
Yes, and my team has been on the road. Because of what is because the National Assembly, we pledged when we were sworn into office, we pledged that the call for national service will be greater than our own personal call. I made all our arrangements for me to be in the East at the moment, to support our wives, to support our sisters, our aunties, our daughters in their homecoming event. But unfortunately, or fortunately, there's a greater tax for the whole nation that has kept me in Abuja, standing in for Mr. Speaker and the leadership of the House in various assignments, and that which I've been updating my constituents from time to time. But in order not to allow the gap to be there, my team has been on the field, my Benjamin Kalu movement team, the women, the men, some of the elders of our party, some of the elders in my foundation and movement are busy visiting every invitation that we receive.
Okay.
They were out for almost 1 week now. They've been on the road. They will continue again by tomorrow. And if it is okay for me to fly in to join them for 1 or 2, I will do that. But if National Service will not allow me, I will see all of them during the Christmas period. Because after this period, I'll be proceeding my annual rest.
Okay.
I need to rest with my family and then come back to get ready for the election. So if I don't see for the campaign, if I don't see them before then, it will be during the Christmas period.
Okay.
And all the promises that my people will make and all the donation they will make is coming from me. And when I come, I'm sure we will do more when I'm around.
All right. Fantastic. We're going to open the phone lines now. So if you have questions and contributions on the program Ben Kalu's Mandate, do well to call us on 0808 1826 949 or 0811 6052 949. You can also send us your SMSs to 0906 510-8289, and we are live on Facebook, so go to our Facebook page and watch our live feed at Flow 949 FM. You can also drop your comments on our live feed. Good morning. I'm letting you go. Whenever you call, please do well to move away from your radio. Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my dear.
Good morning to you.
How are you?
Thank you.
Very good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Yes, Honorable Ben. My name is Honorable. I called from Amoji this morning. I'm listening to your program, and I'm glad you mentioned the situation of our road currently. Honestly, it's sad to see my people suffer like what we are experiencing now. There is no road. My mom is sick. We can't take her to the hospital because there is no road. We are tired. The road is completely cut off. We are no longer in the same state with others. Please, I know you have received our SOS as at yesterday. Please, we want immediate action for us to be able to link up with other part of our state. I am pleading with you. I am pleading with you. The entire community is pleading with you. Come to our rescue. God will bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. This is very important that I react immediately. Thank you, Chief, for calling in. I spent the whole of yesterday on this issue, and I actually put one of your princesses, one of, I think, Ada of the Eze, on a three-way call with the Ecological Fund Office, and the engineer have assured us that they are stepping in immediately to see that they correct that culvert from where the water gave that overflowing that you people complain about. Unfortunately, that job's supposed to have been finished before the rainy season stepped in, but one or two delays and also this inflationary rate and where dollars went up that affected the costing of that project. But they have rectified it and assuring me they will return back to site. But she listened to our conversation, and that was the same lady who sent me the picture of somebody carrying a corpse on some people carrying corpse on their head and crossing the place. That it was that made me move the motion in the house. That was Adadi Oramma. She was the one also who contacted me yesterday, and I told her, let us speak to the agency together, and she listened to our conversation. I am not taking it, easy. It hurts me because you people's life, your life, they are affected at the moment, and as your representative, when it hurts you, it hurts me. So I'll follow up again today. I will escalate it today. Hope is coming. Help is coming. Let's keep hope alive. Okay?
All right.
Help is coming. Let's keep hope alive.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning to you.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
This is Babagana from Momotomunachobo in Imo State. Please, there was a request I made last time, and the promise you say you will help me to talk to the president direct and in respect of our minimum wage, which he promised that they will pay us. You say you will look into it. I'm begging you, sir. I know that you are the corridor for power to talk to the president to fulfill the promise he gave us with the senior citizens. We are dying. What they are giving us, you cannot buy drugs from me. Let him look into the minimum wage he promised us. Give us that money. If you want to promise us, and he himself is one of us. No matter you have money more than us. Please. That's my thing.
All right. Baba Gonas, thank you. Hello, good morning.
I didn't get that clear. Maybe you
okay. He says that he says
go on with the other.
Okay. Hello, good morning. Hello, are you there? Good morning to you. What's your name?
My name is I'm calling from Ebere.
Please speak up. We can barely hear you.
Okay, my name is I'm calling from Ebere.
All right, go on.
I can hardly hear him.
Hello, are you there? Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning to you. Move away from your radio. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm Reverend Samuel Azuna from Amojimeni. I'm happy the Honorable has response to what my brother Olugo has said. I always appreciate the Honorable for his kind gesture for the people of Bende, and especially Amojimeni. I was sad when I heard that the road has cut off. And I'm a regular caller. The other day you say you didn't get my community well. I'm the one that is always called as soon as somewhere, Reverend, from Amojimeni. So please, God will bless him as he intervenes on the road, which has cut off right now. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Honorable.
Thank you very much. Keep us in your prayers, Reverend. Keep praying for us. I will keep pushing. Please keep us in your prayers. But that problem is our problem, not only Amojimeni's problem. And believe me, I am putting it on the front burner. Please keep praying for us that interventions will come quickly.
Okay, Honorable, you've got a few minutes to react to some of the contributions before we let you go now. Baba Gonas was talking about their pension for senior citizens in the country. He said you were going to intervene and speak to the president on their behalf for an increment in their pensions. According to him, the one they are getting can barely buy drugs.
Yeah, I'm actually a member of the pension committee of the House, and we are reviewing that. Once we resume, we'll look into it again. I'm a member of that committee. It will be one of the things I'll also showcase to them as a feedback from this program.
Okay.
Let's see what proposal we'll make to the pension management agencies when they come to interact with us and see what we can do going forward.
All right. Okay.
Another issue that is outstanding?
No. Thank you very much for making out time and having this conversation with us today on the program Ben Kalu'S Mandate.
Thank you. I heard that it's a new development with regards to the solar mini grid that Avan called last time and was complaining about. I got a message that they are about signing the documentation between EEDC and the agency that is handling the solar mini grid. So there is hope that before the end of the year, the light will come on to power the places that it has been designed to power. So it's a good news for people of Bende.
Okay.
And I'm happy hearing that and sharing that this morning.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Having said that, I want to thank you for having me today. And once again, sorry that we started late. It's all about the national assignment that you sent me to do. I hope to speak to you again virtually next week. God bless you and keep being good. Pray for the peace of the land where you are, for in the peace of that land, you shall have peace. Pray for your leaders. We need a lot of wisdom from God in running your affairs. God will bless you really good. Thank you and bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. And that's it on today's edition of the program Ben Kalu'S Mandate. Most definitely next week, Tuesday, we'll bring to you another edition at 10:30 a.m. My name is Choma Nkwanta Ezengwa. Special thanks to our producer, Samson Eze. And thank you for your contributions and for listening. Enjoy the rest of your day.